Can you guys smell that? I just uploaded my video with the best PLL algorithms, and I just smell a lot of people are gonna hate saying, oh, but this algorithm should be in there, blah blah blah. So I went online and found this spreadsheet with the fastest PLL algorithms ever performed. Some of the algorithms in this video may have more potential, but are definitely more risky, or in other words, the finger tricks are just more difficult. That's why for every algorithm that I'm gonna cover today, I will give a worthiness number. What that means is it really worth it to learn the algorithm? Let's start with the UA perm. So you hold the bar to the left and it will stay in place. So it seems to me like the RUS U perms have a community of their own defending this algorithm, like no one ever messes them up.
But what is he doing? What was that U perm?
You grip the right side with your right thumb and middle finger and never let go of this grip. Then you do an R2 like that into a U prime, this finger for the S prime, U2, then using your ring finger right here for the S move, continue the movement going back in R2. So you don't let go of the cube. It's really fancy, but you'll have to get used to it because it's not easy. So worthiness, 7 out of 10. It's cool and it's good to know a UA perm from that angle. Onto the UB perm. Now this algorithm goes like this, starting from home grip, R2 push, R2 S, R2 S prime, now your ring finger for the U prime and going back like that. Seems pretty weird? Well, it is really weird. Kenneth Lee did that one in 0.4 seconds. I did not. So worthiness for that one has gotta be 5 out of 10. If that algorithm was a bit too difficult, but you really want to use an RUS UB perm, you can try this one. It starts with a huge regrip, but rest of the alg is regripless. We do R2, S, going back, S prime, R2, U. Now in this position you can either go back, or if that works better for you, you can also roll it like that. And while this algorithm didn't break any world record, it is just a bit easier. So I have this theory that we just stuck to the standard F perm because it has an entire T perm in there and we're just like, okay, yeah, that's good enough. But I really believe that the algorithm I'm gonna show you right now is 100% worth it to learn. So from the same angle, we're gonna do a sledge, but with a wide F prime, R prime F, R2, pinch, push F prime, push U prime into an S move like that. Now you can finger trick it any other way, but the way that I just showed you, just make sure that you don't overwork any fingers. Claudio Matias was able to do this in 0.78 seconds, and I just believe that this algorithm is better than a stock one. So yeah, worthiness 9 out of 10. Now I'm gonna show you two really fancy G perms. Now for the GA and GD perm, I believe that the RUD algorithms are just the best. But you know, for the B and C, I don't know, man. Now I remember that this used to be like the standard algorithm and then people stepped away from it. But you know, you're just quitters. I'll show you the way to do it. So starting with F prime, U prime, F into R2, index, middle, going back, middle, and back. Oh no, we have AUF. That wasn't the plan. And you know, just doing this looks really clean, but I've got something even better for you guys. If you have it from this angle, you'd be like, oh, but I still know the RUD one. Nah. Oh, we can actually do the exact same algorithm with a slight alteration. R prime, YD into the same thing, just like that. I figured out the AOF, either the headlights do a U prime or this bar stays in place. But anyways, look at this. That has to be like the sexiest thing ever, right? For worthiness, I'm gonna give this one a 6.5 out of 10 because the RUD one isn't that much slower and it is definitely less risky. Do you guys remember when this algorithm used to be the beginner PLL? But people decided that it was just a bit too boring, so they upgraded to BAM! This one, which is actually damn impressive and reliable. It's all about the finger tricks for this one, so pay close attention, guys. So the headlights will do a U prime. Starting from home grip, we can do R2, U prime with the middle finger, holding this in place. For the fat U move, pushing back, and then inserting the spare. Just like that. Worthiness for this one has to be an 8 out of 10, not because it's that good or reliable, because honestly, it isn't that reliable. Well, there's literally people doing this in 0.6 seconds.
Huh?
So I know you might be emotionally attached to the Y perm because it was probably one of the first PLLs you ever learned. But today we're punching it in the stomach and throw it in the bin because we have this more optimal Y perm right over here. I'm gonna show you two ways to finger trick it. The first one is with your thumb on top because we have two F moves, but you know, that wasn't too bad, was it? Second U prime with middle. Now for this F prime, you probably want to use your left index like that, but you can also use your thumb if that feels better. Sexy F prime. Now the other way is starting with a pinch grip. You can do F, R prime. Now the second F needs to be your middle finger. Rest is exactly the same, just like that. Now the worthiness, let's say about 6.5, because you know the OG Y perm actually isn't that bad. And honestly, Rooyen still has the world record using the stock Y perm. He even does R prime RR in there. So he made a mistake, he still got 0.73. That guy. Question, do you want to do a Z rotation during PLL? Answer, nah. So if we really want to get a better NA perm, we need to choose one without any rotations, which ends up being this one right here. It is shorter, it doesn't require any regrip, so it must be great, right? Well, the problem is try to do the RF move in the beginning. It's pretty weird, but I'm gonna show you a way. R, F. Let me try that again. Push. Push. F prime. Push. Now the worthiness for this algorithm has to be a 5 out of 10. I mean, it's not bad, I'm not used to it, but the problem is the OG and A perm had something going for it. It was long, but damn, it was reliable. I recorded this video before I uploaded my best PLL video, but I just feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate speech because people probably think that this algorithm deserves to be the main and B perm. R prime. Push. F. Push, really important. D. Pinching the F prime. So worthiness, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So worthiness for this algorithm, it has to be an 8 out of 10 because it's a really good algorithm. You just have to get used to it, guys. Give it time and you will conquer the world. I mean, no, this PLL. I feel like I'm owed an apology by you guys because I got bullied away from using this V-perm. You were like, V-perm with a rotation, it is so bad. And then I checked the list. 2 people tied the world record using the OG V-perm with a rotation. Let's start with regrip, R, U, R prime. Now we're gonna do a U prime and a rotation by using our thumb, kind of like a YD move. R prime, push. So right now we're using our middle finger for the F move, R, and then thumb for the second F move. I missed you, old friend. Just so you know, the tied world record is using this algorithm right here, and I show the exact finger tricks Rooyen does in my other PLL video.
You remember anyway.
But the algorithm I actually use is this one right here. And stop. I know you're gonna be skeptical, but I feel like there's gonna be a future where this algorithm really shows its potential. By the way, worthiness for the rotation V-perm, 5 out of 10. I think all of the V-perms are kind of equal at this point. Now, I definitely didn't put this one in here because I couldn't find a worthy 10th PLL, and I didn't want the title of this video to be 9 PLLs. Yeah. Ryan Hutchins did this PLL in 0.51 seconds, and luckily for us, he has a really instructive video with how he does it. Video is literally 1 second, but we have a lot of stuff to work with. I mean, look how clear his finger tricks are. He clearly did this into M2 with the right hand, S prime, U, M2, U prime, M2, and just try it yourself. This flows so well. New main, Z-perm confirmed. Worthiness, 10 out of 10. Yo, this is the outro, guys. Yo. I know you missed the yo, but honestly, if I make a tutorial and it starts with yo, personally, I would click away. That's why I do it less, but yo, here it is as an outro. Ciao, guys.